everyone, Amber here. Welcome back to my channel and welcome to day 4 of my 5 Days of Fall mini album series here on YouTube. This is a series in which there will be a new video every day for 5 days, showing you some fun ways to document your fall memories through mini albums. So if you missed the first 3 videos, I will have those linked down below so you can check them out. And be sure to tune in tomorrow for the final video. In today's video, we will be making an envelope accordion mini album. So I am starting by making some envelopes. I am using my We Are Memory Keepers punch board. All 6 of my envelopes measure 3 inches by 4 inches. You can use a cut file or a punch board or a template to create your envelopes, and you can make them smaller or larger. Just keep in mind that whatever size your envelopes are, you will need to adjust your chipboard measurements accordingly. So now that all of my 6 envelopes are punched and ready to go, I am going to wrap my covers. So since my envelopes measure 3 inches by 4 inches, my chipboard measures 3.5 by 4.5 inches, and the papers to wrap my covers measure 4.5 by 5.5 inches. So all of the measurements for this project can be found listed down below in the description box so that you can follow along easier. So now that I have both of my chipboards adhered to the wrapping papers, I am going to just continue the wrapping process. So I've scored alongside the edges of my chipboard, and now I'm adding adhesive to all of my side panels on both covers. And now I'm cutting the corners of my paper off. Keep in mind not to cut up right against the chipboard corner. And now I always start with the long sides. So I folded those over, adhered them down, used my scoring tool to tuck in my corners where any excess paper was, and then I folded up the short sides as well. And now my covers are good to go. So we actually won't have any lining for this project. I'm showing you here that the envelopes are going to cover up that empty space. So I have added stitching to all of my envelopes as well as my covers, just for some extra added detail and texture. And now I'm using my double-sided tape to adhere my envelopes together. So this project requires 6 envelopes. You can use as many as you want. That will determine how chunky of a project you have. Just make sure that you keep it an even number. And once I have all of my envelopes adhered and assembled, I am going to adhere them together to create the accordion. And to do this, I am just going to add adhesive to the top part or the top flap of the envelope on the inside, and then just adhere the next one to that. And then I'm going to continue that process. So just add adhesive and then add your next envelope to the top and keep that going. So this is a very quick project. It's really repetitive. You kind of just do the same thing over and over until your base is ready to go. So I am doing my envelopes in a pattern of all of the patterned papers. And once I have the last one in place, then I am going to accordion fold them and adhere them to the covers of the album. So the last one is now done, and we are going to start the accordion fold by folding the first envelope in, and then I am cutting the top flap off of the last envelope because we will not need that. And now it's time to adhere the base together. So I'm adding some of my double-sided tape to the front of the accordion fold, just the back of the first envelope. And then I'm going to try my best to center that as nicely as I can on the first cover. And then I'm just repeating that same process for the back cover. And now you can see why we didn't need that last flap for the envelope and why we cut it off. Before I adhere that down, I'm going to add ribbon. This is optional. You can just tie ribbon around the whole base, but I wanted to actually incorporate it as part of the base. So I have added my ribbon using that same double-sided tape, and now I am just going to try my best to keep this even. Just take your time and really try to measure everything out. And that is this base done. So you can see that having the ribbon as part of the base is nifty because it just stays in place, and it's a super cute and fun and interactive album. So here is a flip through of the finished embellished mini album. It's all ready for photos and journaling. I used the Along the Way collection by Jen Hatfield and Pebbles. I think it's super, super cute, and I love the colors. So thank you guys so much for tuning into today's video. I hope that you found this tutorial helpful. If you have any questions at all, feel free to leave them down below, and I will do my best to get back to you and help you out. And I hope that I will see you guys for tomorrow's video, which is the last installment in this series. So until then, take care and happy crafting. Bye.